So next is doing books quarterly or yearly. So this is kind of the projection of how my bookkeeping went. I started off doing it all myself, and I kind of mentioned that was a big waste of my time. I wasn't doing it properly. It was pulling me away from what I should have been doing in my business. Then I tried hiring cheap college kids to do my books. They weren't bookkeepers either. So although I didn't pay a lot of money, I wasted a lot of time because they didn't know what they were doing. Then I tried just dumping it on my CPA at the end of every year. So I just wouldn't deal with my books all year and throw it on him. And that made every tax season super stressful. I had to overpay because the CPA was doing it. I couldn't make decisions in real time. I really didn't know how my business was doing until the year end. And then I said, okay, I really need a separate CPA and bookkeeper. So I hired a bookkeeper and had them do it every quarter. I would save a little bit of money because they were not doing it as frequent. But I realized every time I would get my numbers, it was too late to make any decisions. If I was spending too much on payroll or my ad agency was overcharging me, it was too late to do anything there. So then I realized you need a good quarterly or a good monthly process where the month would end. By the 10th to the 15th, I would get my reports. We'll talk about what those reports are. And I would be able to make decisions based on what those numbers were telling me. Now, there's a lot of reasons to do your books every single month and to be on top of your books. When we sold Free Up, it was the most stressful 6 months of my life going through due diligence, but that's with clean and immaculate books. I can't imagine what that would have been like without clean books. And the last thing you want to do is get to an exit and then have to pay a bookkeeper to go back months and months and months. No one's going to do that in 2 weeks. That's going to be a 2 to 3 month project. And that's only going to delay your sale. If you ever want funding or investments, you're going to need clean books. Making tax season less stressful is incredibly important for your sanity as an entrepreneur. If you're doing your books every month, when taxes are due, it's no big deal because you're at the current month. But a lot of people don't sell their company, don't get investments, don't get funding. The real reason to do monthly bookkeeping is decision making. You're going to make a lot more money by making good decisions and by knowing your numbers than anything else that comes into play. So that's the mentality that you should be in as an entrepreneur. Sure, it's good to look at sales weekly and certain things daily, stuff like that. But at the very least, you should have a good monthly process. Month ends by the 10th to the 15th, you get that report that you go through, and we'll kind of go through what you should be looking for when